What's up, guys? So let's go by reading our trade plan. You can see MC9 day trade setup. We only trade red folder days. One, A plus setups are red days, CPIs and interest rate news release. My A plus setup are interest rates and CPI news release. For normal red folder news days, we trade strictly the ATM setup and turtle soup. Now, first of all, what we usually do is we check Forex Factory for daily and then for the day and identify the pairs that has news release. Apart from CPI and GDP and interest rates news, if there's any other news, we use the ATM setup strictly, that which is the 2022 ICT model, which is liquidity sweep, market structure shift, return into the fair value gap, then buy. Now, for example, how do we go along the day? A says, if you are trading G, for example, we mark the liquidity fair value gaps on the 4-hour and the 1-hour time frame, and we scale down to the 5 minutes and mark the New York Mint open. Understand? Now, B, observe accumulation, manipulation, distribution. 90% of the times, if price is above or below, it will sell or buy. For 10% days, accumulation or below New York Midnight open. For 10% day, accumulate below or above New York Midnight open. Even though it's still below, it is still sell. Even though it's above, it is still buy for 10% days. The cheat code here is to wait for liquidity sweep for the normal red days news, and wait for a continuous and wait for a candle breakdown, like market structure shift to the direction of the liquidity that you've marked in the 1-hour and all these things you get to understand. But so this is just it, you understand, and this was an example of one of my trades. So let's go into the charts. So now we are on the chart. Let me explain the trade I took on Friday. Understand me? This small one here. Now, usually, for instance, now in a day before the news or a day before a trading day, understand? What I usually do, I mark out what fair value gaps. You can see this fair value gap. This is 4-hour fair value gap. You see the time frame is 4-hour. Fair value gaps on the 4-hour. Now you can see I mark this one again, still mark more to the downside. Now you can see that there's still fair value gap above here. After I finish marking it, I go to the 5 minutes time frame. And start observing how price is reacting. Understand? Now if you see, this is the Asian session. Now then price have not liquidated this box here, but you can see that this is the Asian session. Price came. You can see that in time around 7 a.m. that's when we had the liquidity sweep. You can see the liquidity sweep in time around 7 a.m. This black candle was the one that took this Asian low. After taking this Asian low, normally if you want to go up, it should supposed to come and break this last lower high. Understand? It's supposed to break it, but what did it do? We have liquidity more to the downside, which is those fair value gaps we've marked on the 4-hour time frame. Understand? Which is this guy here and this other guy down here. So what did price do after liquidity sweep? This 7 a.m. you can see the liquidity took place in the New London Q zone session, which is 7 to 10 a.m. liquidity sweep of the Asian low. Then price broke down to the downside again. You can see there's a gap from year to year, which is what we call the fair value gap. If you watch how prices to move around there, you see that price as it's going up is covering, is balancing itself, like there's no space, it's always balancing itself. But when there was a liquidity sweep here, it just gapped to the downside, leaving this fair value gap and all these areas here. Now you can see what price later did. Price later, that's when we usually mark our fair value gap, that okay, I want for price to return back home from here to this place. and I entered in the middle of the fair value gap. Now, rule term, anytime I trade the ATM setup, always have it as 10 pips stop loss. You can see it's 10 pips stop loss. If you have put it around here 6 pips, want to do sniper entry, because yes, it's the last lower high, always extend it to 10 pips. Anything that is below 5 pips, put it as 5 pips. Anything that is below 10 pips, put it at 10 pips max. You can see if it was not at 10 pips max, you can see this pullback was crazy and it punched the head. Understand? For you to avoid all this kind of thing, I think the day I was trading, I put it at 9 pips. I was even close to stop out, but anyway, we survived. Now you can see that we return into the fair value gap. It's not the time that it's usually gonna be like this. Sometimes it's just as it's wink inside the fair value gap, is already starting selling. So wink inside the fair value gap, and you can see market rolled down, took this fair value gap on the 4 hour, and it's almost where it stopped. It almost take this. You can see that it was around 11. That is when 6 of the New York session. That was when price started reversing. You understand? So this was a sharp 1 to 3 out trade. So now that's what I'm trying to say. Like, fair value gaps were here, fair value gaps were there. Why didn't I buy? Because if we are just trading the ICT setup only, you will have to wait for price to come and break this lower high. But sometimes price can break this lower high. Like on this day, if you are watching it live now, seeing that price is coming up, some people will be anticipating that, okay, for instance, if there's a news release coming, you're like, oh, it's to buy. No, you can see that it just went to weak there. If it's breaking, it has to break it with full body, understand, with fair value gap, but it didn't. So that one is even a scenario that I'm not gonna enter the trade, understand. You can see how it broke this last low. That was the last low that swept the Asian low. So that's how to trade the ICT 2022 model using my ATM, using my theorem of always seeking out for liquidity. Let me see if I can find another example. Okay, I think that's the only example I have for this video. So trying to look for something very, very nice. Let's look at this guy now. Look at this guy. This is USD card. You can see that price was above New York midnight open. Understand? It took the Asian low, but after it took, pay attention, after it took there was let me show you the liquidity that price went to. Yeah, let me show you the liquidity. Although it was not the kind of entry I would love, but you can see that it's respect what I mean. Look at the liquidity it went to take on this day. On this day price was, look at the liquidity on the 4 hour. Look at this gap from here to here. That was the gap I was looking at, understand. And also this is another week, this is another weekly candle, weekly tip candle. Let me show you on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you can see that on the weekly time frame, you can see the week. So that was what I was saying. It's not just fair value gaps. You have your monthly, my black candle and my monthly, and the red one and my weekly week. So those places also are areas of liquidity. So on the 4 hour, we have a fair value gap above there. I was predicting that price will be drawn to it, understand. So using our strategy, if we're just like let's just sell since price is above New York midnight open, you can see in this kind of day, it gave like confirmation to actually sell. Now let's see how it does. When during after it has taken this London high, understand, take this London high. This was the last like lower low. You can see that it broke it impulsively with fair value gap. Some of us will come and say, hey, yes, let's start selling from here. When the return in the return of this fair value gap, you will say let's buy here. Understand? That's our model. Let's buy here. Understand? Let's sell here, I mean. Understand? Because yes, we are above New York midnight open. It has taken the London high. And what do we have here? Market structure shift to fair value gap. This is what used to allow me lose before, because I don't understand liquidity. But you can see this above us here. We have what 4-hour fair value gap, and we have this red line, which is what a liquidity. But you can see that price was drawn to the liquidity, although I was waiting for it to come down, and probably I was waiting for it to come down, come and take the Asian and the London low. Understand? But also, if you have watched so far in ICT's video, you will say as far as the liquidity is taken and the market structure, I was paying attention to G, so I did not take this trade. I did not come back for this trade, but I already was preparing. If it took the London low, I'll have anticipated to start buying. But you can see that today shows you that if you are just trading the pattern, London high taking, market structure shift with fair value gap, if you have started selling from here, you will have lost. Why? Because you are not paying attention to the drawn liquidity. I've drawn this 4-hour liquidity on the 4-hour time frame, fair value gap, and this weekly. Okay, now you can see. So how will you trade in this kind of days? In time, right? In time meaning let's say we are trading the New York, right? Now after you've seen this draw down like this, you will not take this kind of trade. Understand? What you'll now be waiting for is for an impulsive break. Look at this impulsive candle that broke this high. Understand? You know, this is the protected high. Now look at how the high was taken. So immediately this high was taken like this. Any pullback, we're already in time. This is already like 8:30 or 1:30 in Nigeria. After the high was taken, see this red candle pullback. As it's pulling back, understand? You know, it was taking and there was enough fair value gap there. That's how you do it. You enter 10 pips stop loss. You enter 10 pips stop loss, and you can see we went for like 1 to 2.6 R. Understand? And you can see. So you can see the importance of using liquidity. You understand? Importance of using liquidity as your general buyers. If you don't use liquidity is one telling us the direction where price will go to. If you don't use liquidity, you'll be trading pattern. You'll be trading a 50-50%. So liquidity is very, very important. I hope this scenario is the best scenario that explains it, because this scenario actually showed us to sell, where you can see the sell did not go far because our drawn liquidity was to the upside. So if you are just using ATM setup, you will sell. You will sell and you will lose. Although the ATM setup was like almost complete, but it wasn't complete because of our direction of drawn liquidity. That's why it's always important. Now if you go to the 4-hour, let's go to the 4-hour and see like, okay, to the downside, was there any drawn liquidity? Was there any drawn liquidity? You can see that there was no important drawn liquidity at all. This was where price was on Friday. There was no important drawn liquidity except to this downside. Except to this downside. But if you look at that, I say you have to apply market structure, because you can see that price just broke. The price just broke this high impulsively. Price was around there that day. Understand? Price just broke this high impulsively. So when price broke this high, that means it has taken external liquidity. It will still be going to the upside. So that's why you need to look at structures. You understand? So apart from that too, anytime you see it, you can always do your screenshot and send it to the group and like, okay, this is liquidity I'm focusing on, and ask others like, okay, which liquidity are you focusing on? Understand? So the trend was bullish, so we went for the bullish liquidity. Understand? Although it showed us ATM to sell, which is wrong. So I think I'll be able to clarify everything about this ATM ICT 2022 model. This is the advanced method. Like ICT did not explain it this way. Understand? ICT just showed us how to enter the market, but it didn't use any idea, like any. Yes, he always say we should find a way to always go to the drawn liquidity, but he didn't explain it like this to be eye-opening. I hope you guys understand. All right, thank you.